Didn't we go to war in Iraq for like
For tits?
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat? Well, yes, no, 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 baby.
I'm feeling funny this episode. Honestly, last 2 episodes didn't have fun.
Really?
Hello, welcome to Yes, No, Maybe, a Malcolm in the Middle podcast. My name is Willa.
My name's Ryan.
And we are siblings talking about the wonderful show, Malcolm in the Middle. This episode, we're talking about 109, Lois versus Evil. The episode is about Lois losing her job and the family struggling with the kind of tightening of their budget that has to happen because of that. They're already kind of living, really scraping by, but her losing her job means that they're, you know, eating the same dinner, eating eggs for dinner. And
yeah, this is definitely always a show about like class, but this one specifically is about their sort of lot in life.
Yep.
And
how like one big situation, like one change, like Lois losing her job can mean that they are really at risk of losing their home even.
About Lois's like principles and standing up for her principles, even as she's, you know, in this terrible situation with her family.
Right. I mean, I feel like other sitcoms would have an episode where, you know, one of the kids steals something and it's like, you know, now Dan, you can't take something, blah 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 blah, you know. But in this, it's like he takes something and the family almost loses their home. Like it's more, I don't know, it's more intense and fucked up.
Sure, don't really know what you mean by that, but but
Ryan's drinking.
No,
Ryan's
I'm not.
drinking tequila
No,
at
I'm
1
not.
p.m.
Willa's drinking a beer
in his mug. I'm drinking a beer.
I put a tiny bit in this.
I'd argue tequila is more intense than a beer.
But there's also Spindrift in here. Got that. The cold open.
The global.
The cold open is a great one. It's
all right.
It's a oneer. I mean, there's 2 shots in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Hal is working outside, you know, on some workbench, hammering away. Dewey's freaking out on the laundry machine. Reese and Malcolm are fighting. Lois is spraying them with a hose. Everything's in chaos. And Lois is like, "Are you almost done out there?" Hal's like, "I'm almost done, honey." And then we push out the window and we see that in fact he's not actually working. He's doing Sudoku. Or crossword. He's just neglecting his kids and letting his wife deal with
Cute little cold open about the dynamics between men and women and the lies and obfuscation therein. All right, we're going to keep going. This episode also features Malcolm lusting.
So the episode starts with Malcolm at school, and he's got a crush on this girl named Julie Hulerman.
Julie Hulerman.
And it's kind of an awkward crush. They say hi to each other.
She's the cutest ever.
Yes.
And he is too.
They are very cute. And he's got a crush on her. He doesn't really know how to deal with it, but he's completely enamored by her. That's where we start with Malcolm.
It's a very innocent love, though, versus we see Francis. His storyline is him trying to like get in with these pageant girls at, I guess, like a nearby school or something, since he's at an all-boys academy, and he just wants to see some TNA, baby, some tits and ass. And brother, I get it.
Yeah.
So he plays gay.
Well, yeah, he does eventually play gay, but you know, for now he's just in this pageant.
Ain't they all?
He's in this pageant, and him and Stanley have found themselves there, and they're in heaven because there's all these women. It's a great establishing shot where the camera's like pushing into the pageant,
Right.
and there's that banner. It's just well directed.
Although, you know, is Stanley really in heaven?
You think Stanley's gay?
I know Stanley's gay.
He told me.
He told me in confidence.
Pageant, though, beautiful girls with self-esteem issues. It's perfect.
In Lois's storyline, she's at work. Craig Felspar, I have written here, Craig Felspar looking for ass. So he's hitting on Lois.
Yeah, he's looking for ass of his own. It's true.
And
well, they're stocking the condom shelf together.
a joke that I didn't pick up on when I was a kid.
Neither did I. And he goes, a little intense, us stocking the shelf. And Lois is like, what's intense about it? It's so, I mean, Craig is like a really good character.
Yeah, he's a great actor too.
He is.
So the kids come to Lois's work. She has 5 minutes until she's off.
They completely fuck up the store by putting foam down their pants. That's a visceral moment in my head from childhood. I just because just the sheer like disaster of it. I'm like, how could you fucking do that?
I think because we have a mom who is very prone to freaking out about these things.
Yes.
I always felt so much anxiety when they when they caused a ruckus. You know,
Right? Because inevitably Lois freaks out at them, but they do things that really warrant freaking out.
Oh, totally. That's kind of the good push and pull. So every time you're like, is she overreacting? It's also like, well, they're kind of naughty boys.
That's how you think about it. No, it's true. Yeah, you think, okay, she's kind of justified in this.
So when we were kids, our mom would say hands behind your back when we were in stores with expensive, valuable items. So we had to
Really?
hold our, maybe this was just me.
I blacked that shit out.
I had to hold my hands behind my back and walk through the store like a proper gentleman so I didn't knock anything over or touch anything.
Yes, thank you. Nice to meet you.
They get back to the house and they can't find Dewey. Hal says, I'll check his hiding spot. He goes out there and Dewey is in a vent or something.
So funny. I love this. He's in a
And-
special place.
And Dewey tells him that he stole this invaluable item. It turns out it's a $150 bottle of cognac. Lois returns it with Dewey and she's fired from her job.
A key thing is like this. She's like, this is the right thing to do. We have to return it to teach him a lesson, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then the punishment is brought down on Lois for this transgression.
Yeah.
And she wigs the fucker. She pulls his toupee off of
pulls
him,
his toupee off.
which is just great. Just so good.
Which I will say is assault. I mean, it's whatever, but she did assault him. That could have brought a lot of worse charges on the family. And I think it's justified what she did, but she assaulted that man.
It brought tears to your eyes.
I mean, as a lover
As someone
of
who wears
justice.
toupees, it really scared me.
Yeah.
Velcro, I win the pool.
Then she gets fired from her job, and then
Yep.
the family's eating rice and macaroni. There's a great moment where Hal's like, it's just like that time we were saving up for Disneyland, and then Dewey's like, we're going to Disneyland, and then Hal's like, no.
Yeah. Bryan Cranston quietly just always delivering the best performance.
He's such a great comedic
and he's
actor.
so humble about it.
Yeah.
We're going to Disneyland?
No. It's like that. Except this time we're just trying to keep the house.
We see their budgeting situation, you know, eating chunky milk. What? But why are they eating the chunky milk?
Well, because it's like protein. They need the calcium.
Does that fuck with you if you drink expired milk,
No,
Kayla?
it's not expired. It's probably just it's like powdered milk, and she was mixing it up in that thing, and that's why it's chunky. It's not expired.
I thought it was like expired chunks of milk.
No, that would be insane. We find out
be insane.
it would be. We find out sort of details about her job, which is that she's working 38 hours a week, and it's considered part time, so she can't get
Yeah.
like workers' comp.
Funny, the kids really like. I mean, something I enjoy about the family too is that like the kids are very involved in and know what's going on with the family budget wise. I mean, I guess they're kind of forced to because they have to deal with it so immediately. Malcolm is like, well, why don't you get unemployment? Why don't you do this? They're all kind of part of the conversation in a way that I think is very mature of the parents as well.
Drink your milk,
It's lumpy.
then chew it.
Craig shows up to the house and says that he got Lois's job back, but she needs to apologize, and she'll get a pay doc, and she'll have to work the graveyard shift.
Yeah.
So she objects.
I love that moment where Craig comes in and Hal comes in and he's like, what does he say? He's like, don't worry about it, Tiger. Take it easy, Tiger. Like Craig's reaction to Hal is and Hal's oblivious. Hal's just like, that guy's really nice.
Yeah.
Like,
Hal doesn't have to worry about nothing.
I mean, with Hal's hog, come on.
Back at the pageant, we find out that all the pageant girls think that Francis is gay, which
Yep.
is hilarious. And so he plays into it. He pretends to be gay.
Right. I mean, he's a little swishy with it.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why I'm here, girlfriend.
Francis also is playing the piano. I didn't know Francis could play the piano. That
I
was
know.
a surprise.
I know,
was
it
like-
was. It was.
I mean, I do think Francis is probably really smart, but he does have kind of a terrible personality. Mm-hmm. Like, I think he could be, I don't think he's Malcolm level, but I think he could be a lot more talented and impressive if his like priorities were different in life. And I think
Yeah.
his priority is always subverting power and authority figures and getting bitches. And that's just like, that's it.
It's kind of it's a chicken or the egg thing, because it's like, are these kids rebellious because their parents are tight on them, or are the parents tight because they're rebellious? You know what I mean? Like, if they
Yeah.
both chilled out, maybe this would be a very flourishing family, but it's like you can't really tell where one ends and the other starts. You know,
Right.
it's like, because they all have good heads on their shoulders, except Reese. Maybe he's something
He's a
different.
he's fucked.
Yeah,
dude.
he's fucked.
He's gonna see some time.
Yeah, he probably will.
I mean, with the reboot, I wonder if they're like, we should go visit.
Yeah, we haven't talked
Reese
about the
and
reboot.
Max Security.
We haven't talked about the reboot.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the
rebooting
reboot at
show.
all.
Yeah.
They are rebooting the show. Ryan and I have been talking about doing this podcast for years, and I think they finally got wind of that
Mm-hmm.
and thought, okay, I guess it's time for us to bring in a reboot. But it's super exciting. Frankie Muniz is on, Jane Kasparak and Bryan Cranston are all at least part of it, and it's going to follow Malcolm and his daughter,
Mm-hmm.
which is so sweet.
It's exciting. It's exciting for the team, and most importantly, it's exciting for us.
Most importantly, we are going to watch it.
And if it's bad, I will freak out.
I will fucking cause a ruckus.
I'm gonna really say some bad things
Yep.
on mic.
So Julie goes and asks Malcolm if he wants to split the lunch, and Malcolm's lunch is just like leftover eggs. I just love the moment where they like stare at Stevie for him to leave. I think that's so Stevie, like on the rewatch, I'm just like, wow, Stevie's such a good actor. He's so fucking funny, and he slowly rolls away. It's amazing.
So basically, everything I tell you in confidence as a friend, you're gonna use to make fun of me. I have nothing else.
Julie overhears that Malcolm's poor and organizes this food drive for him, trying to do a good thing, but it's obviously incredibly shameful for Malcolm. He feels super embarrassed. It kind of just nukes his like interest. Well, he's still interested in her, but it makes him feel like she's, looks down on him.
He feels very patronized by it. From the food that's collected, Hal eats bad peaches, goes to the hospital, and then there are hospital costs that kind of sink the family. We should kind of move through the plot because I don't want to be just talking about the plot step by step the entire episode, but they get bogged down.
Are you telling me?
Yeah. They get bogged down in hospital costs.
Yes.
Lois has to beg for her job back.
Yep. The moment where Hal's eating the peaches and Lois goes, "Those aren't olives." It's just like, I'm just like,
Yeah,
ugh.
and he
Like
goes to the
as a
hospital.
kid, I remember being like, what?
They can do that.
They can do that?
Those aren't olives. Those are peaches.
Very funny ending to Francis's storyline where he calls Tanya sexy, and he says that she could change him, and she's very willing to do so, but it turns out she takes him to conversion therapy
she's
at a
like,
church.
If there's one thing we know how to do down here, it's to change you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's awesome.
And he thinks she's talking about like sex, but
Yeah.
it's church. Same thing in many ways to Christians.
That's an interesting perspective.
It ends with Malcolm and Julie, and instead of Malcolm saying, like, admitting his feelings for her, he gets pissed at her for doing the food drive, and he kind of like yells at her.
Right. He's like trying to express his feelings, but instead of being kind about it or anything, he just blows up at her, which I think he has so much time to think and process in his head, but then when he speaks, he'll sometimes just go off emotion and instinct instead of being careful with his words, and it kind of fucks with him. It reminds me of the ulcer episode, which
Yeah,
we'll get to
we'll get to that.
eventually. Ugh, the episode freaks me out.
Yeah, but it's also an example of this show kind of subverting your expectations, and that you think that this is gonna be tied up in a bow. Maybe they're gonna fall in love or something, whatever. But no, he alienates her by yelling at her.
But no,
alas.
There's a moment in this episode where Malcolm flicks Reese's throat while he's talking. He goes,
Yeah.
and it reminded me of how we would go on a lot of hikes as a family. We're just like a big outdoor family. And whenever I'm like drinking from a water bottle, Ryan would push the water bottle up and waterboard me.
So it would be like she'd drink a lot of it.
And it sucked, but it's also such a funny gag. It's so funny. Like every time it's just
Another trick of mine is that when Willa's walking and I'm walking behind her, when she lifts up her foot, I tap it with my foot, and so it gets pushed over and hits her other ankle, and she trips over herself. And then I say, "Walk much?" And it's really funny. And our
my mom goes
hates it.
ape shit.
My
She's
mom
like,
really goes ape shit.
do not do that.
Yeah,
Stop doing that.
Yeah, she really doesn't like it.
That's what our mom sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so rude.
It's so rude and disruptive and frankly
Dangerous.
It's mean in itself, just the act, but then to say "walk much" afterwards,
Really
when we
seals
all
the
know
deal.
damn well that I'm the one that's doing it, and you can walk just fine. Is cruel.
Here's the genius.
And the irony is, Ryan walks fucked. He walks bow-legged with his feet pointed two
That's
different
duck.
directions.
That's ducks.
No, that's bow-legged.
No, it's pigeon-footed.
No,
No,
Olivia.
bow-legged is something different. Bow-legged is when your knees don't touch.
No, he walks bow-legged.
All right.
No, I don't.
Well, Olivia walks pigeon-toed, our older sister. Ryan walks with his feet pointing out like a little clown or like a duck. And I walk just fine. And actually, Ryan almost had like surgery on his foot to get a bone removed. There was some sort of bone growing in there. And he has Down syndrome in his leg.
I don't have that.
You do.
Oh,
yes, you
yeah,
do.
I do.
He was tested. When babies get tested for all the different things that can, or abnormalities in the womb, and there was an instance of trisomy 21, which is Down syndrome. And they were like, there's a chance. And they were like, okay, no, it was just in his leg. So he's got a Downey leg.
One of my legs has Down syndrome.
He's got a Robert Downey Jr. leg.
Cut that.
Cut that.
That's crazy.
It's okay that he has Down syndrome in his leg. It's not like fucked up.
That's not the problem. It's the fact that it's
me
the Robert
saying-
Downey's.
It's me saying he's got a little bit of Robert Downey leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the Down syndrome is fine. It's the
We're all
it's
okay
the
with that.
Robert Downey.
So he walks fucked because of his.
I don't know if it's because of my leg.
It's because of I don't know what it's because of either, but you walk wrong. And so I think psychologically you fuck with my walking because you're so ashamed of the way that you can't really walk right.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I was watching the episode with my boyfriend, Leo. If you're out there, baby, I love you. Go to sleep, honey. You're up way too late. I was watching with him and he was saying, what other families on TV at this time were like poor and struggling like this? And that's what I think we talked about early on. It's just I feel like this sitcom really is showing a family that's not doing well and that's really like keeping it together.
It doesn't shy away from it.
No, it doesn't shy away from it.
Everything I want, I can't have. Anything that's nice, I can't do. Everyone in the world gets to do everything except me.
I think Craig Feldspar is maybe the MVP of this episode. A lot of good moments with him. I like when he does that fencing thing to the boss
Me
because he
too.
thinks it's cool. But, he also does stick his neck out for Lois and he gets her job back.
Yeah, just because you know what? Sometimes men are driven by ass and the ass that they want, but they do good things because of it. I mean, look at Abraham Lincoln. Look at Sonny Bono. Look at
What did Abraham Lincoln
Neil
do?
Armstrong. They
He went to the
all
moon.
men wanting ass and doing things that helped the country because of it.
Didn't we go to war in Iraq for
For tits.
All right.
we're cutting that.
Where did you think that? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Didn't we? This is the question that he had. Didn't we go to war in Iraq? He's not sure. I remember the Francis storyline being pretty visceral in my mind too. Maybe that was early bisexuality popping up. I don't know, but I think it's just like a pretty fun, and it's cool to see Francis like out of the military school element and in somewhere more interesting and and some titted and asses in there.
Oh my god. I don't really know what the end of this episode is trying to say when Lois gets what she wants by exposing him accidentally, her boss.
It's that she has a strong moral code that she won't like subvert.
Compromise on.
Compromise, and because other people overheard it, they used that information and pushed him out.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't have done that. Like, she wasn't intending for that to happen.
No, yeah.
So I think it's that she does stay strong to her beliefs, even if she did get what she wanted.
And things work out in the end. It's a bit of like a Deus Ex Machina, I guess, but it's, it's whatever.
Why don't you explain that to the layman?
Or it's like where something just kind of like works out randomly, sort of arbitrarily.
I mean, I guess it's that guy's getting his just desserts.
Yeah.
Another moment I love is Dewey, like, they're at the hospital and him being like, it's not as bad as when Dewey ate that frog. And Dewey's like, I only ate half.
That is a good moment.
Can you imagine eating half a frog?
Yeah, at that point, why not the whole thing? I ate ants one time.
Not what I was thinking. At that point. Have you eaten a worm?
No.
I want to.
Remember that movie, How to Eat Fried Worms?
Yep.
We watched it.
If you fry them up, I bet they're delicious.
Yeah. Ants weren't bad.
What do you mean you...
Why do you bet they're delicious? They're filled with their own shit.
Well, everything's filled with their own shit.
True.
That's not
I'm
true.
pretty full right now. Well, yes, it is. Everything's
No,
got
but
shit in their culinary tract.
The worm is pretty much filled with shit, whereas like other animals, it's only in one concentrated part that you don't eat.
What do you mean the whole worm's filled with its
when
own
you-
shit?
Like
Because
when
it's
you
just one
break a
tube.
worm in half, which I used to do as a kid, which is really evil.
Excuse me.
Like the shit will just like ooze out of it. It's just soil, but they like eat the soil. And then
Okay, yeah, if it's just soil, okay, that's a little bit of nutrients into my breakfast of fried worms.
One time in preschool, everybody was picking their nose and eating their boogers, and
Everyone, like, as a group?
like a lot of people were doing it. It's just like a common practice in preschool. And the teacher was like, "You know that boogers are just like dirt, right? Like you're eating dirt."
Yeah.
And I remember distinctly all of us in preschool looking at each other and then just being like, "Yeah, we don't care."
That shit too good.
Yeah, like as far as we knew, like boogers are grosser than dirt, and we're still eating them. So it's like to find out that it's mostly dirt. It's like we don't really give a shit
I
about
honestly
that.
don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay, well, that's pretty much it for episode 109,
It
Lois
is.
versus Evil. Tune in next week for episode 110. It's called... I can't remember.
Thank you guys for listening. We're gonna, if you haven't caught on, we're going through the whole of season 1. I think there's 22 episodes.
16.
Oh shit! I
Yeah.
thought there were
So
more.
we're almost done.
Wow, we've surpassed the halfway mark, And thank you guys for joining us. We're really enjoying doing the show. Just to get a little real here, I don't have a lot going on right now. No, but love you.
Please rate, review, and subscribe on the podcast or Spotify app.
Yeah, it really helps. And if
Yeah.
you want to drop it into the Malcolm in the Middle subreddit and say, this is a great show,
This is a
I
great
think
show.
that would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious because we cannot do that ourselves because we were
Because
banned.
we were both banned.
Yeah, from that subreddit after our first episode.
After our first post, we were banned.
We were banned.
Unceremoniously at that.
Yeah, it was horrible. We're going to get unbanned. That's going to be one of the arcs of the shows that we're
I
going to...
don't think we will,
like a
considering how
phoenix.
much shit we've talked about the mods.
Yeah, that's bad.
To them, to their face. No, they're cowards. I don't know what their
I
faces
think we
look
called
like.
for their death earlier this episode.
Yep.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you to our producer, Kayla.
Thanks to our producer, Kayla. Sunil for the theme music.
Yes, Sunil, doggy.collar on Instagram. Such a good theme.
Alyssa for our poster. Alyssa and Hannah.
It's like this is our final episode. My
Never done
parents,
this.
It might be. It might be.
our parents, Amy and Ted, didn't work together, but you made some pretty good shit.
Yeah.
So,
So thank you guys, and God bless you.
God bless our country.
Bye.